Carson traffic, Lake Trike, taxiing from Sport Aviation Center, runway 27, taxiway out. Carson. There we go. How are we doing, Greg? Good?
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm gonna turn a little bit. I'm gonna turn your heat on. You're gonna feel a little bit of heat in your gloves.
Thanks.
So go ahead and hold right here. And hold right there. Just hold that wing just like that. You're going to kind of help me while I do some other stuff to cockpit management down here.
Yeah.
We're looking both ways. Now as we fly or taxi, if you see any other aircraft, you let me know. We're both looking for them, okay?
Yeah, roger that.
Okay. So how many...
Carson traffic, TBM 555 Delta Quebec is departing runway 9 with a departure to the south. Carson traffic.
Oh, I got someone taking off runway 9er. The opposite direction that we're taking off. So if we're taking off at the same time, that would be bad news.
Right.
Runway 27 is the no-wind standard runway. However, it's not mandatory that everybody does that.
What's prevailing here, west to east?
Yep.
Yeah.
West winds. Okay, so you're used to the old black and white panel now, huh?
You roger that. That's nice.
Okay, so here we go. And we accelerate to full throttle. 60 rotate, and off we go.
You're off the ground around 60 miles an hour.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's our, and of course here we've got, we're going to be working at these different speeds right here. You can see how we got 66 indicated.
Right.
True airspeed 71, ground speed 67.
Roger that.
Carson traffic, Lake Trike, turning left crosswind. We exit the pattern to the south. Carson traffic. See, already we're in about a 10 mile an hour, we 57, 69.
Right. So you're working a headwind about 10 mile an hour?
Yep.
Yep.
So we're getting about a 10 mile an hour headwind right here already. Now if you want to go ahead and fly this thing for a while.
Roger that.
Okay, so you've got the controls right there, and if any time I say I've got the controls, I want you to immediately release.
Roger
now
that.
this is going to be a little bit more sensitive than the
airborne.
Okay?
Yep.
Go. We're going to head into the valley here, and then we're going to kind of head over to the mountains and see how that goes.
Okay. A little texture to it up here.
Yeah, because see what we've got now is we've got the wind coming from the west over the mountains.
Right.
It's coming over and it's kind of turbulating over here.
Right, so you're getting a little crosswind texture to it.
A little crosswind texture here.
Yeah, I can feel it on my right side of the wing.
And as we go up, it's going to get more and more. The only question is how much.
All right. Yeah, it's much more sensitive wing.
Yep, much more sensitive.
Yeah.
It actually makes it much easier to fly. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down the middle of the valley here so that we stay away from the mountains, because we know if we go close to the mountains this low,
right,
we're going to get into that.
Right, right.
So we're going to go down this way,
yeah,
climb up, and then get high enough where then we can
get away from the texture down below.
Exactly.
Right.
And we'll end up having more of a headwind trying to get across the pass. And it just depends on how bumpy or nasty it gets as we increase in altitude here.
Right.
We got 50 ground speed, 70 true airspeed, so that's about a 15 to 20 mile an hour.
Yeah, we're working
headwind. A lot of times we can actually catch the wave where the air comes up over the mountain and then drops back down and goes back up. We can catch that wave at
catch some free lift.
Yeah, some free lift here. Usually about halfway in between. You can see the Minden Airport down here.
Yeah.
In the mountains. That's about where it goes down and comes back up. So we're going to kind of head towards that and see if we can catch that around 8,000 here. We'll see how that goes. Okay, 50 and 70, so now we got a constant 20 mile an hour headwind. Pretty consistent there.
At what point is your headwind making it not worthwhile?
Well, it's not necessarily the headwind, it's more or less the bumps.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
So far, so good.
Yeah. See, we could be in a 40-mile-an-hour headwind. It wouldn't really matter as long as it's smooth.
Right.
Once it starts getting bumpy, that's when.
Yeah.
And generally, the windier it is, the bumpier it is.
I gotcha.
We're going to keep going this direction here until we get to until we get to our best climb rate.
Right.
And then we're going to kind of head down parallel.
I gotcha.
Say 300 foot per minute. 8,700. So we're not doing bad. We're making reasonably good progress here. And that's what we want to see. We want to see that lake kind of rising.
Yep. The mountain's dropping away.
Mountain's dropping away. 300 foot per minute, so we're looking real good here. Real good. 400 foot per minute. So that's a really nice climb rate. Here at 9,700 feet. Yeah, it looks like we might be above the turbulence. See how it's a little bit smoother here?
Oh yeah, much definitely.
Okay.
Significantly. What's our altitude now?
Okay, about 10,000.
Gotcha.
And now we're in 43 ground speed, 72. So now we're at about a 30-mile-an-hour headwind.
Right. But we're above where she'd be getting any...
exactly, above where...
Any ground effect.
Any turbulence off of there.
Right.
Now, it's not always that way. Sometimes the higher you go, the worse it is. But it's just... That's why you have to kind of go out and see what you got.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to make kind of a turn to the left here, then a turn to the right. We're going to look at our ground speed and try and find exactly where that headwind's coming from.
Okay.
So 45, a little bit more to the left here. We're trying to find our slowest ground speed, 44, 45, a little bit more to the left here. Okay, starting to go up a little bit. Make a turn to the right here, so that's telling us our wind is coming directly from that direction right there.
Roger that.
See how we're looking for our slowest speed?
Yep, and that'll tell you where your headwind's coming in.
Exactly, that tells you your strongest headwind.
Right.
46, let's keep going here to the right here to kind of verify that. 46, 47. Okay, so we can tell our headwinds right
at about 240,
right
245.
There. Yep.
Yep.
How it's predicted, and that's how it is measured here. And now we stay nice and warm here too?
Yeah, man. Chill.
Good. I'm into traffic, Lake Trike, 7 miles west, 10,000 westbound, last call. Okay, so we're going to switch to Tahoe.
All right, this is 25 Whiskey getting ready to take off from the Tahoe Airport. What's your elevation?
The Trike, I'm at 10,000 here westbound. I'm going to be switching to Tahoe.
25 Whiskey, thank you. Have a good flight.
Okay.
In the Tahoe traffic, Cherokee November 8125 Whiskey, departing runway 34.
There we go. So now we're going to Tahoe frequency. Tahoe traffic, Lake Trike, 8 miles to the northeast, 10,000. We'll be transitioning east to west. Tahoe traffic.
Yeah, much more genteel, responsive wing.
Oh, yeah.
It really is amazing. I mean,
it doesn't take much at all.
The looser you are, the easier it is to fly. But this thing, I'm just circled in my fingers around the controls, and it's just micro moves.
Exactly.
Very responsive.
And that just makes it so much easier to fly.
Yeah.
Over time. There's so much less effort. Well, that's right, yeah. So this is your first time in a Revo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to make that turn here.
Yeah, you got the controls.
Okay.
Yeah, that is awesome. That's Aloha. That is fantastic. So here. Look at it. I mean, just look at that ridge right there below us, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do another circle here to the left.
Here we go. Just getting on the controls with you.
Okay. Staying high enough here. We're trying to stay above that peak.
That's just
we'll get our circles back going here. And we're getting almost low enough now. We're going to might get hit. Prime time here.
Yeah, great light. Look at it, the peak right there is just beautiful. Isn't that great?
Here we're gonna, you can just shoot around
parallel with it.
We're gonna try and get back. Now you notice
get up in there.
Notice when we made that turn there. Notice how it got way far back here again.
Yeah, yeah.
We're high enough now.
Tower traffic, Sky 17 Hotel Zulu, taxiing from southwest to runway 36 on Bravo.
See if we can get a little right turn.
Traffic 172 Charlie Alpha, 2,900 just passing Skaggs on the Viewwater Road.
See if we can get a right turn around that other peak there. Kind of fly parallel to this.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to go right over this, and we're going to kind of go right to the right of that peak.
And then come back around this side here. Look at this whole ridge. It's fantastic.
Right now, we're in a little bit of a sink.
Right, yeah.
There we go. Sinking down there, so because we're in the downdraft of this thing.
Right.
So now we're going to get out in front of this. So it's a little tricky here, making sure we stay at the right altitude so we don't get hammered.
Right, right. Because it's no doubt pushing it.
Oh yeah,
this
side. So it's coming over here and then it's going down. Come off of this. We're going to bring it on down. And we're going to be okay if we kind of swing around this thing.
Yeah, and then run parallel.
And run parallel out that way.
Pop up the other side of that other peak. That's just going to be some great footage.
Top of this.
Oh yeah.
Nice, huh?
Oh yeah. That would be just an epic ski run or snowboard run.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of stay this side here, so we stay nice. See how we're drifting real strong here?
Yeah, yeah. It's picking that crosswind up.
Now we're flying in pretty much a crosswind, but we're going to stay nice and high here.
Right.
So we stay out of that turbulence. Now what we're going to do is we're going to climb up and we're going to kind of climb over those peaks right there.
Traffic 172 Charlie Alpha, 2,006 miles, final runway 29, Petaluma traffic, touch and go.
See, now it's a little harder to maintain our altitude. So we're going to kind of go to the right, on the right of that, so we can ride that ridge lift up a little bit.
Okay.
Rather than be on the downside there.
Right.
Tower traffic, Lake Trike, 4 miles to the southwest. 10,000 will be a transitioning west to east. Tower traffic.
It's just such a nice fling, though. I mean, just a little bit.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. It is the easiest handling wing.
It's just so nimble. I mean, just with a little, quarter-inch movements. And it doesn't oversteer much.
Nope. It's, yeah, Larry's done a great job at making this thing work. So that's a nice heading there. You can see how we're drifting here a little bit.
Yeah.
But look at our ground speed, 90.
Yeah, we're picking up that
airspeed. So now we're in a little bit of a tailwind here.
Yeah, of course.
So 79, so we got a 20-mile-an-hour tailwind component right now.
Well, it was headwind was at 240. Our heading now is about 60, so that's about 180 at 240.
Yep, almost.
So we're catching it right on the ass.
You can see we're still drifting this way a little bit. We still got a little bit of a...
Oh, man, look at the lake.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. I don't know. Hawaii's pretty magnificent area to fly over, but this is pretty
unique.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, pretty much between where Tom and Denise are set up and where you are, probably some of the best flying areas, scenery-wise, that you can find.
Exactly.
I mean,
it really is,
and that's what makes the experience.
A little climb progress here. What we want to do is we want to kind of head right over that and then do the turn.
Up in,
down with that way, staying on this side of the mountains here.
Right, so we're not getting
into that downdraft.
Right. You want to come all the way around?
Yep, we're going to go all the way around.
Roger that.
Just wanted to get a little panoramic here before we do our shot there.
Traffic 58 to Whitworth base now for runway 2, correction 07.
Okay, good. So that's about where I wanted us to be, so we can kind of head right over the top of these.
Traffic 58 to Whitworth, final for runway 07, full stop.
Want to be nice and high because it's going to be pretty rough on the downside of this thing.
Right.
Okay, we're going to let off that throttle a little bit. Pretty good positioning there. Pretty spectacular, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to turn off to the left here.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Nice snowfield there, huh?
Yeah, it is. Look at that, right in there.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's hundreds of inches. That's what's, you know.
There we go. So now we're getting back into that headwind right there. You can feel that, huh?
Yeah. Still at 12.3, though. I mean, still got great altitude.
Okay, so we're going to head back north here. We're going to fly right over Heavenly Valley. And we can descend a little bit here.
That sun's coming up. It's getting warmer, too. Yeah, feel that.
There we go. So we're going to descend down to Heavenly so we can kind of come right over that.
Right.
Feels drifting sideways here?
Yeah, we're catching that cross. Well, it's a crosswind now.
Yeah,
what was our heading?
Yeah.
Well, our heading's 320. That color panel with the contrast.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, you got all kinds of different things on here. You can go to your regular gauges like that.
Right.
You know, that's what I usually go with. We got our moving map.
Yeah.
This is nice if you're flying cross country.
Sure.
Usually I just go with our attitude there. We got a nice view of Heavenly here.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
So we're gonna do a little circle here.
Sure. Oh yeah, look at this, huh?
Get all Heavenly Valley.
Sure. Where you want to get good exposure, you got to. That's the other thing. You're always marketing where you're flying.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at Heavenly, huh? Shoo-wee.
Okay, then we're going to increase our bank here so we don't get too low. Actually, we're going to go around the other direction here, so we don't get caught down the back of that mountain.
Right. That was a nice little babaloo, actually.
Heavenly Valley down there. And, of course, South Tahoe right down there. The top of the gondola right there.
Sure.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a last look at the lake. We're going to bail off to the side here. We're going to keep our altitude.
Okay.
So we can go way out and come down so we don't get caught, so we're not getting caught in our turbulence there.
You want to do a high, all right.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah, okay.
And we're going to stay high here. So we're looking out at the lake there. So we're going to stay nice and high, and we're going to go way out over this way.
Okay.
Kind of out that way.
Right.
Over towards those ponds.
Right.
And then descend on down out there so to
get away from the...
get away from all the turbulence, because the turbulence would be really bad right down there.
Sure, of course. The backside of the mountain.
Backside of the mountain. That's why to get here, we climbed.
Yeah.
We climbed out there, but then came this way rather than trying to climb towards the mountains.
Right. So now you're going to stay high and get away from it.
Yep.
To drop down away from it.
Yep. Because the further away you get, the less turbulence there is. Now we're going to feel some bumps.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's been beautiful up here, nice and high like this.
Yeah. Look at the lake, though.
Ooh, beautiful, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Now what we're going to do is we're far enough away, we're going to start our descent here. We're going to get...
come back on the throttle.
Yeah, we're going to come back on the throttle here.
Pull the wing in a little bit.
And we'll get us a little electric trim.
Yeah.
There's another luxury. Yeah, as we come down, maybe...
Sir, you're not cranking anything.
No, I'm just
giving a little
there's the electric trim right there.
I see that, yeah.
Fast, slow.
Yep.
So now we're going 100 miles an hour ground speed.
Yeah, so, well, we're making the descent, but we're also picking up a little bit of the tailwind now, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We're at about a maybe 22-mile-an-hour tailwind right here.
Yeah, yeah. Because we're 50.
Oh, look at the helicopter right down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably around 9,000 is when we'll start to hit our turbulence. Okay, so since we're in the texture right now, we may as well just go ahead, muscle our way down through it.
It's really not too bad.
In the traffic, Lake Trike, 3 miles to the north, 9,000 will be northbound in the traffic. Carson traffic, Lake Trike, 6 miles south, 6,700 inbound, Carson. Carson traffic, Lake Trike, turning final, 27, full stop, Carson. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. There we go. And then go ahead and pull the bar in.
Yeah.
A little bit so we have plenty of speed.
I'm just feeling you fly the aircraft.
Okay, so I've got the aircraft now.
You've got the aircraft.
I've got the aircraft.
I assume that's
what we're going to do is, see, we're starting to get a little bit of wind down here. Look how the windsock's blowing just a little bit that way.
Yeah.
Fly down the runway here a little bit, so, and notice how we're crabbed a little bit here?
Yeah, yeah, just crabbing a little bit.
So there's just a little bit of crosswind. A little bit of crosswind here. Okay, bringing it out. Keep that front wheel. See, I can feel just, we've got just a little bit of...
Yeah, yeah, you can feel it.
And if you don't mind,
crab a little bit.
And what we're going to do is...